Hello, and welcome to another video in Riverbend Nature Center's Sustainability Series. I'm Evan, and today I'll be talking about something called stormwater. Here in the land of 10,000 lakes, we're surrounded by water. Our ponds, streams, lakes, and rivers help keep people, animals, and plants healthy, so it's important that we make sure to keep those waterways clean. One thing that's really important to be aware of is called stormwater. Stormwater is basically any water that falls from the sky, whether that's rain, snow, or even something like hail. When stormwater hits the ground, it can do one of two things. First of all, it might soak in. This can happen on dirt, grass, or even special kinds of pavement. When this happens, the stormwater usually stays in pretty much the same place where it fell. On other surfaces, stormwater might do something different. Instead of soaking in, it turns into something called runoff, where it flows away from that surface. This can happen a lot on hard surfaces, like parking lots, streets, or buildings. Runoff is really important, since it helps fill most of our waterways. However, there can be a problem with it too. As it flows across the ground, it's possible for it to pick up pollution and carry it into our water sources. This can even happen pretty far away from water sources, since a lot of the times runoff is carried through things like ditches or storm drains directly into our waterways. Some of the pollution that runoff can pick up is pretty obvious. Things like gasoline, oil, or other chemicals are not good for our waterways. But other times, there are things that can hurt our waterways even though it's not immediately obvious. So things like grass clippings, leaves, sidewalk salt, or even dirt itself can actually harm our waterways in different ways. So it's important that we make sure that they don't get picked up by runoff. Even just having too much runoff can be a bad thing, since it can overload our waterways. This can cause problems like erosion, where the extra water eats away at the banks of our waterways, or it can even just cause flooding. Fortunately, there are plenty of ways to take action. Just making sure that stormwater and runoff doesn't have anything to pick up and has plenty of a chance to soak in will make a huge difference for our environment. Please check out our social media channels for an article on how to find more information to help you protect our waterways. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope that we'll see you with our next video.